Hello, it's Charlotte here, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. In today's video, I am going to be showing you the right way to name the images on your service page so that you get the most SEO benefit. Or in other words, what is the right SEO way to name an image on your services page? So in this video, I'm going to be demoing it on a Squarespace website so you can follow along. And if your website happens to be on a different platform, then that's all right. Like you can still use these same principles, but you're going to see the demo on a Squarespace website. So with that being said, I have a few other videos related to naming images on other parts of your website. So take a look through my channel. Like I'll link up above here. I have one I know off the top of my head for the About page, I believe it is. So if you're interested in learning about other videos naming images on your website, then I got you covered. But anyways, let's get into this and talk about the images on your services page. So I'm going to share my screen and just kind of walk you through it. So before I do though, I did want to mention that here on my website, I have a Squarespace SEO checklist, and this is a free download. It's one page. It has literally been downloaded by like thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So trust that you are in excellent company here. And this Squarespace SEO checklist will just make sure that you can kind of, exactly what you need to work through. Have you done this? Have you done that? Like dot the I's, cross the T's, as I say. So I'm going to link to it down below, but you can grab this free checklist and see everything that's included and, pin it up next to your desk, work your way through it, and then thank me later. Okay, well, with that being said, let's take a look now at a Squarespace website. So here I've got a fake company, pretend it's like Hyacinth Flower Company, whatever, but it could be whatever one you're talking about. In this particular case for this fake website, let's say that we've got a little services page here. This is just an overview, and we've got kind of like service number 1 with a bit of an intro, and then you would click here to go to the other page that does like the full summary page of that service. And same thing here for service number 2. So you have an image we're going to upload, a bit of an info, and then you click the button to go to service 2. And then same thing for service 3. But you're wondering now, okay, well, what images do I put here? How do I name them? All that sort of thing. So I'm going to show you here. So first off, we have to take a look at the image which exists like on our computer, right? So in this case, I've downloaded 3 pretty little images here. They're all from Unsplash, which is just like free stock photography. But if you look at this here, like those names do not help us from an SEO point of view at all, okay? So the first thing that we need to do is rename the physical file name, okay? The physical file that exists on our computer that we're then going to upload to our Squarespace website. So let's just take the first one here. And the way that it works is that we're going to do it kind of in like a couple different parts. So with this, I'm going to override it and say something like Hyacinth Flower Company. And then if you have like a geographic area, you could maybe put it. So let's say something like Las Vegas Floral Shop. And then you would do the name of service number 1, right? And so that service number 1 maybe could be like wedding flowers. Cool, great. And then we can kind of like, now you see how that's such a better name because we've got like our brand or our business name. So you could do that same thing too, right? Like put your brand or your business name for the first one. And then in this case, we're doing Las Vegas like floral shop, because if you're like a company like this, in this case, a floral shop, you're probably targeting for local SEO, right? People who are in your certain area. You don't want to be targeting someone in a completely different like state or something like that. So that's why we put like the geographic name. And then we put like the service type. So wedding flowers or whatever it happens to be. And we could do something similar for like the second image or the third one. So let's rename those. So maybe like Hyacinth Flower Company, again, Las Vegas Floral Shop or whatever it happens to be. And now we're going to do service number 2. So maybe instead of wedding photos, it's maybe like birthday flowers or something, okay? And then the third one, maybe Hyacinth Flower Company, Las Vegas Floral Shop. And then in this case, maybe it's like corporate flowers, okay? Cool. So now do you see how we've got the 3 images named really nicely? Now we're going to add them over here to our Squarespace website. Okay. And again, whether you're on 7.0 or 7.1, this process is going to be the same. So you're just going to edit the page content here and then upload the image here. So upload the file. And then we're going to come to, I think in this case, mine is in my desktop. Yep, cool. And then we're just going to add them in here. Okay. And you see here that now, once that image is uploaded, it's just a little slow here, you can see that all that information has been added here. So like it automatically is going to be added here. So then when Google comes and crawls and indexes the content on the website, they're going to be like, oh, now look at all the keywords associated with that image. Oh my gosh, amazing. Love it. Okay. And you can see again, like it's all coming through here in the file name. And if you wanted to like add some image alt text, you could say like, wedding, flower bouquet in a, I don't know, like brown paper wrapping held in front of a wall. And then, if you really wanted to, you could put the info again. So like hyacinth, what is it? Floral company or something. Cool. But really the most important thing is that you're updating the physical file name, okay? Because it doesn't really help you if you already have an image in one place, but the physical file name is not great, and then you override it with the like alt text. That's not as good of a solution as if you were to like upload from the start an image that already has the optimized physical file name, okay? And so this is what you're going to do with the images on your Squarespace website. And another thing that I want you to keep in mind too about these images is looking at the image size, okay? So you can see that these are all a small file size, but sometimes you might look at the image and be like, oh my gosh, that image is like really, really big. In which case, that's not something that we want, because a larger image is going to slow down the page load speed. So one thing that I really recommend that you do is go and use a tool like maybe TinyPNG or something. And whoops, there we go. And TinyPNG is just a great way to compress an image. So again, in these cases, they're pretty small already, but all you have to do is drag them and drop them and it will compress the image, okay? And then that way you have the image, it still is good, you're not losing any of the quality, but instead you're just, compressing the file size so that it doesn't take up as much like space on the page. So anyways, that is it when it comes to the images on your Squarespace website on the services page. And I hope you found this helpful. I hope it showed you kind of how you are going to name these images yourself. And remember, if you have any more kind of insight or you're interested in learning more about Squarespace SEO, grab a copy of that SEO checklist that I've linked to down below. It's a phenomenal starting point to help you out. And also take a look at the other videos that I have here on my channel. There's so much more content related to Squarespace, SEO, growing your website, online business and marketing, all that sort of thing. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon in the next one. Bye.